about making the streets safer in the city of Hartford. Most people think about gun violence.
But tonight, a large group of people took a walking tour to make suggestions on how to improve safety in the North End. News 8's Bob Wilson joined them on the streets.
In the evening heat, many left work early to stand on the corners and walk the streets looking for ways to make things better, safer, slower in the North End of Hartford.
Get this traffic under control out here. One of the things that worries me a lot is that folks aren't obeying like stop signs anymore, stop lights. There's speeding, school buses. We have a lot of school buses during the week.
Dozens of agencies walking around looking to improve the sidewalks, the streets, the intersections, looking for any way to make drivers, pedestrians, and bicyclists safer.
One of the things that's really interesting about Hartford is that about 40% of the families here don't own cars. And so a lot of people rely on the CT transit system, walking, and bicycles to get around.
They say it starts with fixing the sidewalks and moving them further from the road and continues with street calming and new ways to slow traffic.
We like to use planters as a traffic intervention oftentimes, and working with different local artists to try and make the streets appear smaller with paint and different things like that.
They were also looking for things that are working, positive signs they can continue to improve upon, like the Swift factory.
The history is rich, there's a lot to build on, and I'm hopeful.
The walking tour started and ended here at the Swift factory. It started back in 1887 in this little white house. They built a warehouse right over here. They still have revitalized it today. They did the gold leaf on the Capitol, gold leaf on the fire trucks. And this is a shining example of what they want the rest of the North End of Hartford to look like. And they say they want the good as well as the bad to continue making Hartford great.
See what needs to be fixed and helped, but also getting the community input as well. And we need a village. It's not only going to take us that's out here, it's going to take the whole community to interact and speak their piece and say what they need to say to make the streets better.
After they finished the walk, they emailed their photos and suggestions, which will be passed up the chain of command in the city of Hartford. Bob Wilson, News 8.